It's your girl Sin, and I am back with another video. And if you want to see what we're doing today, stay tuned.
TshirtChick.
Welcome back, Print Squad, big timers, old timers, t-shirtpreneurs, and if this is your first time watching my videos, welcome, first timer. Today I'm doing a video for those of y'all that have been thinking about getting into screen printing, but just feel like you do not have enough space, or it's too hard, or any of the reasons why. I'm trying to kind of let y'all know it's not as hard as you think. It's not what you think. You don't have to purchase all that equipment that a lot of people tell you that you have to purchase. Now, if you are doing a lot of 100 shirt orders and stuff like that, you may want to get that equipment, you know, upgrade and get some equipment that a lot of people say you have to purchase starting out. But if you're just starting out, because I'm gonna tell you, when I first started out doing t-shirts, I was not doing 100 shirt orders, so the vinyl was easy, the vinyl was fine. But then when my orders started getting bigger and bigger, and I got to doing 100 shirt orders and more than 100 shirt orders with multiple prints and stuff like that, that's when the vinyl became a headache, because I was doing the shirts, I was pretty much doing the business by myself, and it was taking a lot of time to do all of that weeding. So what I did was I bought the cheapest equipment that I could find, and I spent like $150 and got this little table clamp-on press from Ryan that if y'all see some of my older videos, y'all will see me using that press. And that press has been discontinued, but there are still cheaper ways to get started. Back when I first started, I used to use a work light, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I used to have a lot of issues just trying to burn a screen. Sometimes it would take me 5 tries just to get one screen right. So I'm here to show y'all all the equipment that you can use starting out. And the equipment that I'm showing you, you don't have to get this specific equipment. I'm just kind of showing you, you know, cheaper ways to be able to do the whole printing process. So I'm gonna show you everything, all the way from the screen printing press, the washout booth, and the exposure unit. So if y'all interested in that, make sure y'all stick around. And before I get all the way into this video, I'm gonna leave a link down below this video because I am offering screen printing classes right now for a reasonable price. So if you are interested in learning how to screen print so that you can print more shirts faster, go ahead, click on that link down below this video and go over and sign up for my screen printing class. The first class for October is coming up real soon, so make sure y'all hurry and go over and check that out. If you're interested in signing up, I will be doing a second class somewhere during October. I actually have not set that date yet. The first thing I'm going to show y'all right here is the screen printing press. Now, this screen printing press is a Vivor press. It is the, you know, one of the cheapest presses on Amazon. I have videos showing you how to put it together. It's an okay press for someone who's starting out. I'm just gonna slide a screen on here just so y'all can kind of see, you know, about how it's set up. But you can put 4 screens onto this press. So right there we have 4 different screens. You can use 4 different screens on this press, and as you see, it does not take up a whole lot of space here on my desk. And as y'all see, the screen printing press that I have is actually a 4-color press. The one that I started out with was actually a 1-color press, and to this day, I started doing t-shirts around 2008. I had an actual t-shirt shop that you could walk into in 2009, and it's been several years later that I've upgraded to the equipment that y'all see, the Anatol equipment that y'all see in most of my other screen printing videos. But I'm showing y'all this is the basics, and you do not have to even start out with this screen printing press. There are other companies that you can get presses from if you don't want to go with the, you know, with this cheapest press from Amazon. You can get a 1-color press. You can go to Ryanet's website, ryanet.com, or I think it's silkscreeningsupplies.com. You can go to nevertheless.com. I'm gonna leave a link for Nevertheless down below this video, and y'all can go over there and check it out, because I feel like with this press right here, if it is some issues with this press, you may not be able to get help, because this is a press that's from China. They actually sent me this screen printing press right here, and there was an issue with one of the one of the screws. You can go back and check out the video that I posted about that, and I contacted them, and they was just like, we look forward to see, hopefully you'll get that figured out. We look forward to seeing more videos. So if it's a problem with this press, you may not get the help, but if you're just starting out, you know, you can start out with something and maybe upgrade to a better press later. But right here, the first thing that I'm showing you guys is a screen printing press. I will try to show y'all just some pictures of some other screen printing presses that you can use, but this 4-color press, it'll keep you from having to upgrade quicker, because usually when you start printing, you will want to print more than one color if you can. But like I was telling y'all earlier, most of my customers want one color. Sometimes they want front and back print, you know, like a pocket logo and a back print, or a full front and full back. But most of my customers still to this day only want one color prints. I have a couple of them that want 2-color prints, but they don't even get prints as often. Most of my people that's wanting like full color prints, like this DTF transfer that I use for this shirt, most of them want smaller orders. So, you know, you don't really have to worry about that if you're doing bigger orders, because most of them are not going to want to order the full color designs, because it costs more when when you're printing more colors. All right, so right here, this is a screen printing press. I will link some down below. This is Speedball ink right here, and this is just a kit right here of their fabric ink right here, and these are 4-ounce containers of ink, and you can print a lot of shirts. You can probably print about 50 shirts with this 4-ounce container, with each 4-ounce container. So altogether you can print about 300 shirts or so with this. So that's some of the things that you would need. You're also going to need screens. I'm going to also put down below this video my Amazon page, like all the products that you would need for screen printing on Amazon. So right here, this is a screen printing press. You don't have to get this exact one like I was saying before. You can get a better one. You can get a 1-color press and learn the process, and you can sign up for my class, which I have linked down below. All right, so right here, I have 2 lights that I use when I'm teaching my class, showing others how to screen print. These are 2 of the lights that I use. Both of these lights do the same thing. The only difference is one is bigger than the other one. What I'm getting ready to do here is show you how you can set up one of these lights for an exposure unit so that you can expose your screens. And I'm doing it the most simple way. You can make a stand for these lights. I will be soon selling some on my website, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys a simple way to set up without having to use a lot of money, without having to be very skilled, because I am not very good at building things. So I'm just gonna show you guys the way that I set it up, and you could do this at home also. All right, so right here on this floor, this right here is just a black Teflon sheet. That's all it is. You can put that on the floor. You can put a black t-shirt down on the floor. Right here, this is I forget what they're called, but this is just cloth that I purchased from Walmart that you can use. You can just stretch this cloth out, and you can put it down and do the exact same thing with it. Okay, you have your setup right here. You would take your screen, put it face down right here. I have these boxes at a certain length that works well for my exposure time. So I'm just gonna put the boxes here, and then the next thing I'm gonna do is take this yardstick right here. You can take this yardstick, or you can take another stick and just put it on top of here. But because a lot of people will probably have a yardstick handy, I'm going to take the yardstick right here, and I'm going to put my light right on top of here, and that's my exposure unit. Now all I have to do is untie this plug right here and plug it in right over here, and I can expose it. And I also have this little stopwatch right here, or you can use a watch that you're wearing or a cell phone to time it. But right here, that's all you need to make your own exposure unit right there. Nothing fancy. This is the most basic budget screen printing setup that I can think of, y'all. So if y'all still thinking you need crazy money to start screen printing, or it's hard, go ahead, sign up for my class, get you some equipment. This video is going to just show you, some of the main pieces that you're going to need. You will need some other things that if you take my class, I will give you the list of all the things that you're going to need. Most of them are included. A lot of them are things that you already would have on hand. So it's not a whole bunch of money that you would have to spend. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this next piece of equipment. All right, so this next piece of equipment that you're going to need is what you're going to use. Once you burn your images using that light setup I just showed you, you're going to need a way to wash your screens out. So right here, I have a homemade washout booth that I made a few years back. So I made it using a utility tub and Coroplast signboards. So right here, I have the signboards around the sides, and then the ones on the side, I use the white one. The one in the back, I use clear so that I could make it. I'm going to show you this function that it has right here. It's got a light at the back. So right here, like once I wash my screen out, I can hold it up to the light and I can make sure that all of the emulsion has washed out of my screen. And you can make it with or without the light. You don't have to use the clear one for the background if you don't want to. But this washout booth comes in handy. So if you Google search the already built washout booths, they are very expensive. So this washout booth, when I made it, it's been a few years since I made it, but it was under $100 to make. I do have the video up. I'll leave the videos at the end of this video for you. I'll leave a playlist so y'all can, anything that I talked about in this video, I'll put it on the playlist and leave it for y'all to check out at the end of this video. My landlord set it up so that I can use my regular pressure washer right here. He set it up right under here so that the water hose right there, it runs over there and it hooks up to my pressure washer so that I can use my pressure washer to spray out my screens. And then I have right here, this is a Sunjo. It's really like a portable car washer. So you could use something like this if you don't have water in the area, and all you do is you refill. Right here, it's filled with water. You put that top on it. It uses a battery, which is in here. It's not very heavy. It's pretty much filled with water. You can even take this thing outside if you need to. You can have this thing in your garage and use it to spray your screens using one of these homemade washout booths. A lot of y'all might see this next piece of equipment and think that you don't have much use for it. So I'm going to show you one of the cheapest ways that you can use to cure the ink once you print it on your shirts. All right, if y'all have watched some of my videos about screen printing, y'all might have came across the playlist that shows you how to cure if you do not have a conveyor dryer. So right here, this is a heat gun. Now, I don't recommend you curing a bunch of shirts with this, but you can use this to flash cure your shirts in between colors if you're doing multiple color prints, or to dry your shirts to touch so that you can use another method of curing the ink on your shirt. So right here I have an easy press, and some of y'all may have moved up to a heat press and said, you know what, I don't want to have to deal with an easy press anymore because it's a lot of extra work that goes into that. So if you have an easy press and you're looking for a way to use it, or if you haven't already given it away, you can use it to cure your shirts. And I do recommend using that over a heat press if you have one, because with the heat press, you may have to move it if your screen printing area is not in the same area as your heat press. It's just a whole lot easier to use the easy press like that. And because you do not need pressure when you're screen printing shirts, all you need is the heat and the correct temperature to cure the inks. The easy press is the ideal thing to use. So with all these pieces of equipment that are very reasonably priced, you can go ahead and start screen printing, and you don't have to do the vinyl for your big orders. You don't have to order out and outsource for your bigger orders. You can actually print them yourself if you go ahead and get the equipment that I talked about in this video. And I appreciate you guys watching. If you're still watching and you are not subscribed, what is you doing? Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you won't miss out on any of my future videos. And if you're interested in learning how to screen print, make sure you check the links down below this video for different supplies that you will need to screen print. And also, it's a link below this video for my screen printing class that I will be offering in this upcoming month. So I appreciate all of you watching. If you got any value from this content, make sure that you hit that like button And I will see you guys in the next episode. But until then, be blessed.